Hello everyone, I am Miss Dubian, your guidance teacher, and I'm happy to be back. If you're new in my channel, I make videos that talk about personality development, mental health awareness, and self-help educational videos. Subscribe to my channel and click the bell button para updated ka sa mga informative videos ko. So let's begin! Our goal to end this school year 2021-2022 is to become a valiant learner. How is it like to be a valiant learner? First, the valiant learner faces the challenges with passion and determination to succeed. Second, a valiant learner can accept both success and failure with grace and fortitude. We need to experience both happy days and misfortunes because in the real world, everyone struggles or even fails sometimes. It cannot be all wins, and when we fail, that is just fine. A valiant learner is quick to recover and to adapt and will try again to succeed. We cannot avoid problems and a tendency to commit mistakes, but we can shape how we respond to those challenges. Because things do not always go according to plan, and we are not always in control. Building resiliency allows us to cope with this. In our first part of our Valiant Learner Series, we will talk about what is the difference between students who keep going through challenging tasks and work hard to achieve their goals and kids who get distracted or even refuse to try when the material gets tough. The answer is resilience. A well-known clinical psychologist, Anna Maston, focusing her research on resilience, defines it as the capacity of a dynamic system to adapt successfully to disturbances that threaten system function, viability, or development. Maston believes that resilient individuals do not just withstand the risk of adversity, but they change to accommodate risk. A resilient person does not endure the hardship to thrive and overcome it. A resilient person will try to change the ways that may hinder them from accommodating risk and eventually rise above it. Therefore, resilience is the capacity to bounce back by learning new methods to adjust and ultimately succeed in facing adversity. Why it matters? Resilience is important in student well-being and one of the important keys to success. Students experience a huge amount of physical and mental growth daily. Between school, home, extracurricular activities, relationships, and social life, teens also face new experiences and challenges that may overwhelm them in dealing with it. Being resilient gives them the ability to handle this head-on, bounce back from any setbacks, and have the best chance at succeeding. Students will learn and grow in all situations, and these are important to well-being and development. Resilience will also help them to approach new situations, people, or experiences with confidence and a positive mindset, which will make them more likely to succeed. Scientific studies support the importance of resilience to children who are facing great adversity in their lives. Resilience explains why some children overcome overwhelming hardships, sometimes digging and grinding their way to successful adulthood, while others become helpless being of these difficulties. In many studies, resilience was the biggest determining factor of student success. Good news! Resilience is not a magical trait or a genetic trait only a few people can have. It is acquired from the ways you learn to think and act when encountered with hurdles, huge and small. Parents, teachers, and all adults responsible to our children's lives need to help young people develop resilience so that they can arise from challenging experiences with a positive sense of themselves and their future. We can all develop it, and we can teach it to everyone so that everybody can overcome difficulties in life. Resilience is a skill that takes practice. It works like a muscle. We can build through consistent effort and repetition, and by this, we keep our muscles strong and flexible so we can think of many ways to solve a problem. Mary Alford, a psychologist and author, states, at the core, resilience is the belief that while you cannot control everything in your life, there are many aspects you can control, including your attitude. So here are the 5 strategies to develop and build your resilience. Our number 1 is set daring yet achievable goals. To begin in building your resilience, it involves being able to identify personal goals and then being able to endure discomfort that's creating hindrances toward the goal. Goal setting stimulates you to reflect on what you want to achieve and gain. It also opens you to a chance to think about potential obstacles you may encounter and how to overcome this. You will witness your development firsthand and feel a sense of accomplishment in achieving your goals. More importantly, you will also experience setbacks along the way to reaching your goals, and this will teach you how to face challenges, overcome hardships, and build resilience. To set your goals, use the SMART technique. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Most of the time, we set goals that are not clear or too general. For example, I will do better on my next report card. Using the SMART goal, you can set a more productive goal with a mix of ambitious yet attainable. It might look like this. In the next marking period, I will take notes and review them at least 3 days before tests and quizzes so that I have time to ask the teacher questions about what I don't understand. I will do my homework before I do things with friends or with my gadget. I will ask my teacher if I'm not sure about my homework. When I get anything wrong, I will make sure to ask the teacher or one of my classmates how they got the right answer. I will spend 2 hours every day for advanced reading in my major subjects. List of questions you need to answer for you to get your goals. What do I need to do? How will I measure my progress? How will I do it? Will it help me improve my math skills? When will I need to complete it by? Once you meet a goal you set, it's very important to celebrate the achievement. This will also develop your confidence to attain more of the goals you set, even it will challenge you. Our second strategy is practice self-care. What is self-care? It is a general term that describes everything you do deliberately for your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. It encourages you to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself because for you to feel strong and ready for life's challenges, you've got to be feeling good physically, mentally, and psychologically. Self-care comes in a variety of forms. It does not require a detailed plan. It can be as simple as taking a deep breath when you notice you are becoming stressed. Sleeping enough hours during the night, doing some regular exercise, eating a healthy diet, and drinking plenty of water. You may begin by thinking one healthy habit you want to practice. For example, eating fruits and vegetables per day, sleeping as early as 8 p.m., or have a 5-minute exercise every day. You can do all of it, or you can start one healthy habit every week so that you will not be overwhelmed. Reflect on how these habits have impacted you and try to list more healthy habits you want to practice. By maintaining your physical and mental health, you will likely be better equipped to handle the stressors and challenges that come along in your life. I also have a separate video about self-care. You can click it below. The third strategy is Take responsible risk. One way to foster resilience is the willingness to take responsible risk. It involves being willing to try something new and different and considering doing things that are safe and sane even though unknown to you. And you are ready to face the fear of making mistakes or coming up short, yet it doesn't let this stop you. Some of you for sure are reluctant to take risks. Instead, you hold back from new setup, new learning, or new situations because your fear of failure is far greater than your desire for venture or adventure. By holding back from taking risks, you miss opportunities. You listen to that mental voice that says, if you don't try it, you won't be wrong. Kung hindi mo susubukan, hindi ka magkakamali. Or if you try it and you are wrong, you will be a loser. Fear causes them to tune out the other voice that might say, if you don't try it, you will never know. Most of us are more interested in knowing our answer is correct or not, rather than being challenged by the process of finding the answer. Ulitin ko karamihan sa atin ay higit na interesado na malaman ang ating sagot ay tama o mali kaysa sa hamon ng proseso ng paghahanap ng sagot. Therefore, challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone and try to take the risk of doing something new. For example, I will not enroll because I will not learn in an online class. I cannot do it. I will wait for the face-to-face class na lang. The online class is so hard. Yes, it is not easy, but it does not mean that you cannot overcome its hardship. Responsible risk takers ask themselves, can I do it? Am I prepared? Or if I'm not ready, it's not bad to try. Maybe I'll try. I am afraid to try, but I'll do it anyway. I may fail on trying, but I will learn something on it. Responsible risk takers are willing to go beyond established limits and accepting confusion and uncertainty, and the risk of failure is part of the process. I would like to share a quote from the families of the Challenger Space Shuttle crew. Do not fear risk. All exploration, all growth is calculated. Without challenge, people cannot reach their higher selves. Only if we are willing to walk over the edge, we can become winners. Our fourth is learning from mistakes. Marilyn Price Mitchell, a developmental psychologist and author, stated that learning from failure is paramount to becoming a resilient young person. Teachers and parents, if you want to help our youth to build resilience, you must create an environment where failure, setbacks, and disappointment are expected and honored part of learning. Where students are praised for their hard work, perseverance, and determination, not just for grades and easy successes. We must help them develop a sense of accountability for producing work and ownership and internal reward. Give our youth a room of opportunities to commit a mistake and to correct their errors so that in their way, they will learn that committing mistakes are sometimes necessary to improve themselves. So students, don't be afraid if sometimes you commit mistakes because it is part of a normal learning process. Practice gratitude and cultivate positive emotion. Practicing gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It is a technique that helps you remind yourself of what is positive in your life. There's always something to be thankful for, be it friends, family, or your health. Being grateful will help generate optimism and remove negativity. Alex Korb, a neuroscientist and author of The Upward Spiral, states that practicing gratitude brings the power to elevate your physical and mental health, boost happiness, improve sleep, and help you feel more connected to other people. All of which can help you become happier, healthier, and more resilient individuals. I suggest you keep a notebook and every morning when you wake up, write down what you have been grateful for, then reflect on it. Afterward, make a short prayer of thanksgiving. Keep doing and see the change that you will be more motivated and positive. Lastly, nowadays, many students are suffering from anxiety, stress, and even depression for so many reasons that include the pandemic we are experiencing. When you face rejection, fear, loss, and disappointment, having a more positive outlook can have a calming effect. Sometimes, there is nothing wrong with feeling negative emotions because it is expected that we have negative feelings and we should not invalidate that. However, dwelling too much on the negative will make us feel overwhelmed, anxious, exhausted, or stressed out. When our negative emotions are out of balance, problems might seem too big to handle. The more you dwell on negative emotions, the more negative you begin to feel. Focusing on negativity keeps it going. Positive emotions balance out negative ones. Instead of narrowing your focus as negative emotions do, positive emotions affect your brains in ways that increase your awareness, attention, and memory. They help you take in more information, hold several ideas in mind at once, and understand how different statements relate to each other. When positive emotions open you up to new possibilities, you can learn and build on your skills. People who have plenty of positive emotions in their everyday lives tend to be happier, healthier, learn better, and get along well with others. When we feel more positive emotions than negative ones, difficult situations are easier to handle. Positive emotions build your resilience and broaden your awareness, letting us see more options for problem solving. One challenge we are facing right now is the impact all of this global uncertainty is having on our lives. Of course, there's no doubt that we are all being directly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, which means we need to cultivate resilience now more than ever. We are not living in normal times. This pandemic and its impact on our daily lives is unrivaled in our lifetimes. Resilience will help you to be a valiant learner in dealing with the challenges and succeed as students. Thank you for watching this video. Like and share. I hope you learn and continue watching the Valiant Learner Series. Have a blessed weekend! Hello everyone, this is Miss Dubian, your guidance teacher, and welcome to my channel. Keep watching for Valiant Learner Series. At present, we are all experiencing uncertainty because of this pandemic. Most of our students are in the state of limbo, trying to figure out what to do to cope and survive in the second year of the online class. Therefore, our goal is to help students face another challenging year by promoting essential qualities a student must have in this new normal. The goal to end this school year is to become a valiant learner. So how is it like to be a valiant learner? In my first video of the Valiant Learner series, we talk about resilience as one essential trait of a valiant learner. For those who haven't watched it, you can click the link below. In this video, we will talk about another vital quality of a valiant learner must possess: passion. So let's begin. Robert Vallerand, who introduced the dualistic model of passion, defines passion as a strong inclination towards a self-defining activity that one likes or loves, values, and invests a significant amount of time and energy over a long time. To elaborate, someone is passionate, typically oriented toward an object, activity, or even a person, and requires emotionally loaded toward the thing or action. Thus, passion and emotion are related. Such impact toward the object of one's passion implies that the person values the thing. If not, no affect or liking would be experienced. Although related, emotions and passion are not equivalent. Emotions are typically fleeting, lasting only a moment. In contrast, Passions are more enduring in nature as they refer to something more permanent that has come to characterize that person concerning a specific object or activity. Finally, because there is an intimate person-object link rooted in identity, passions should lead people to pursue the object or activity with energy on a long-term basis. Thus, when people are passionate about something, they typically engage regularly and may do so for several years and sometimes a lifetime. Passion entails a particular relation to an object or activity that one loves, values, and that has some ties to one's identity, leading to an essential involvement in it. Therefore, the object or activity becomes inherent part of who the person is. The dualistic mode of passion proposed two types of passion, harmonious and obsessive, which differ in how the person internalizes the activity in its identity. Additionally, harmonious and obsessive passion is also associated with different outcomes and experiences while performing the action. Harmonious passion comes from an autonomous internalization of the activity into the person's identity, and it leads people to engage in the activity they love freely. Harmoniously passionate people feel that the activity aligns with their values and other aspects of their lives. They experience higher levels of concentration, flow, affect, and energy while performing it. On the contrary, obsessive passion comes from a controlled internalization of the activity into the person's identity. It occurs when the individual feels intrinsic or extrinsic pressures to perform the activity. Therefore, obsessively passionate people usually experience negative feelings while performing the activity. They have difficulties remaining focused on it, and they feel that the activity they love conflicts with other aspects of their lives. Most studies, a passion within the educational context, have focused on harmonious passion because of its benefits for education. I know you have heard it so many times that you need to have passion for what you do to be successful. As students, to have passion for learning may not guarantee for success, but it can greatly increase and boost your chance of what you pursue in life. So why passion is so important for success? A passion gives you a reason to keep learning and to work toward mastery. Common sense tells us that we are more likely to learn if we are motivated by and engaged with the subject or project at hand. When you are passionately engaged in your learning, when you are mesmerized by your learning environment or activities, there are many responses in your brains making connections and building schema that simply would not occur without that passion or emotion. Much of what are asked to us to memorize has little emotional charge to it. Emotions can significantly alter the creation and recall of memories. People are better at remembering information that is emotionally charged rather than information that is neutral or flat. But aside from influencing emotion, passionate engagement can empower you to feel in control of your own learning. Whether you are talking about passion, inspiring passion, cultivating passion, or thinking passionately about your own interest, you can be the one to revolutionize learning. Passion, among others, propels persistence, prompt concentration, eases people to fully engage in an activity for a long time, and promotes a better student's academic performance and well-being. Valeran and Ariel Bonneville-Rousseau, both are psychologists, observed that harmonious passion was positively associated with students' subjective well-being and life satisfaction. And a recent study conducted by researchers Zuleika Ruiz Alfonso and Jaime Leon noticed that students' harmonious passion affects their deep strategy to learn and their inner curiosity towards learning. Otherwise, these findings suggest that harmoniously passionate students are more likely to engage in the task meaningfully. analyzing and comprehending the information they receive and associating the new ideas with their previous knowledge. On the other hand, the authors notice that harmoniously passionate students are more likely to feel an intrinsic desire to know, to acquire an exploratory behavior, and to be motivated by the acquisition of new ideas. Therefore, passion has been linked, among others, with students' performance, deliberate practice, persistence, goal orientation, motivation to learn, different cognitive process as concentration or resilience, and well-being. Studies have shown that the most harmonious passion, the most learners' tendency to remain focused on the improvement of their own competence. Lastly, a recent study also noticed about the 80% of passion in adolescents from middle and high schools was due to the situational context. Findings suggest that passion is not a fixed characteristic in people and that only about the 20% of passion is explained by individual differences. This study provides useful information on the scope of action that external agents may have in the development of passion. To all students, alam ko ang nararanasan natin ngayon ay hindi madali. Most of you somehow are becoming pessimistic to face the future. As a result, you are losing your interest in your studies. However, this is the right time for you to be more diligent in your studies. In my personal experience, the only sure thing that can help you be prepared and equipped to deal with life challenges is education. Therefore, we must deliberately ignite our passion for learning. So how are we going to ignite our passion for learning? First is, what is your why? Passion is the way you approach something. Therefore, if you are passionate about something, you are likely already doing it. So it is not a subject matter. Your passion comes from the way you approach what you do. For example, you are passionate about learning in your math subject. So you're excited every time you attend the class, you're listening and participating, and somehow you are obsessed with learning and give all your energy to it. However, as the subject becomes more complex and the teacher becomes demanding, you start to get tired and nawawala na yung enthusiasm mo for the subject. In this example, being passionate is not enough to finish your goal. There must be another element that will sustain our passion into something. Therefore, my question, what drives you? Para kanino ka or para saan ka bumabangon? Remember that Nescafe commercial? Do you want to turn your passion into something meaningful and sustainable? If you want to be successful, to be completely happy and fulfilled with your life, you must find your purpose. If you don't know your purpose, what drives you or inspire you, your passion for something will not last and you have no reason to make your life better. Why do you do what you do? Find your why. The truth is, the desire for purpose is a universal human longing. Yes, all of us have a purpose because deep down in our hearts, we all want to feel like we're a part of something bigger than ourselves. That our work matters and makes a difference. Passion will get you started, but the purpose is what keeps you going. Passion and purpose go hand in hand when you want to succeed in your life. So you must keep asking yourself, why are you studying? Why are you passionate about that subject? Is it for your family? There is nothing wrong if the reason you are working hard is for your family. A lot of successful individuals, family is what drives them to achieve their goals. Is it for yourself, your dreams, your goal in life? If you can answer these questions with solid logic and understand their purpose and how they fit into what is essential to your life, you are off to a great start. Once you define your purpose, everything else begins to fall into place. It guides your behavior, who you build relationships with, how you set your priorities, and the choices you make that may impact yourself and others. Lastly, Purpose keeps the fire of passion burning until you achieve your goal. Yes. Create an emotional association. You are a passionate learner when you can make an emotional connection with the subject you're learning. For example, you're passionate about basketball, so you join the varsity. Studying different angles, a topic in geometry will help you improve your shooting skills. Therefore, you can connect different subjects to your interest because this will help you sustain your passion and eventually expand your interest in various areas of your learning. Another way to establish emotional association is by finding how your learning directly connects to your own life. You will enjoy learning more if you can find a practical way to use the knowledge you've gained. For example, you don't like English. But if you find a way to relate the principles you learned in English to your hobby, such as writing comic strips, you now have a reason to study all those grammar rules. Different people are passionate about other things. What is your passion? It might be family, your hobby, your skills, friends, or even your pet. Ask yourself, why are you passionate about those things? What makes you passionate about them? Ask yourself again, are you passionate about learning, having a thirst for knowledge or curiosity? Now, how can you create an emotional connection of being passionate to your family to become passionate about your studies? Other activities you enjoy doing more than learning, but you knew it was essential to be passionate about learning because it is the key to success. Last but not the least, surround yourself with positive people. You are more inclined to be interested in something if your friends are also interested in the same thing or if they encourage and support your interest. Make friends or choose a company with a passion for learning because they will help you focus on your passion and clear your path to excellence. By doing what you love with the encouragement and support from your friends or your family, you will learn to try hard, take risks, overcome obstacles, and never quit, no matter the frustration. Passion makes learning fun, which can drive success, especially when positive people surround you. Stay away from people who discourage you from pursuing your passions because you won't develop a passion for learning if your friends constantly making fun of you or calling you a nerd because of your interest in education. Others who are passionate about learning can help motivate you to learn more and apply your knowledge in innovative ways. You can join a club or a group dedicated to learning about a particular subject or discipline. There was this saying, just as iron sharpens iron, friends sharpen the minds of each other. So choose your friends wisely. Finally, passion motivates us by making a way out of no way. It allows us to overcome hardships to achieve a goal that is meaningful to us. Therefore, when you want to be passionate, you must know what you want and you must be willing to work hard to go after it, even if you need to make more than a few sacrifices along the way. A valiant learner must be passionate about what they choose to do to achieve their goal. Being passionate, valiant learners know their purpose. They understand the value of learning in the real world. Lastly, a valiant learner knows the importance of having positive people around them in attaining their goal. Be a valiant learner. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Like, share, and comment below. And stay tuned for more Valiant Learner series. Subscribe to my channel. Have a blessed weekend.